All right, now we got a little NFL action to talk about.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes, we
Bears
do.
at Vikings. Sunday. Vikings -7 straight up. Over under is 43 here. Before we break, we got a new Caesar Sportsbook promo for us here on the Power Hour. Up to $1,250 risk-free on your first bet. All you got to do is use the promo code MORNINGFUL. That'll get you right there. Get you to $1,250. Use the link in the description of the video. You click on it. Boom, pang, pow, get you right signed up. Write this down. Don't forget 7-day consensus report. Just text full name to 614-810-7522. Talk to me about this matchup here.
All right, real fast, I want to say hi to Pedro. He said hello, so I got to say hello, and I see him in the chat. I acknowledge the chat. That's just part of me being midday money, Sean.
That's my bad.
You know,
guys, old Pedro here.
I like it. I like it. So here's a spot with this Bears game. Now, we have Minnesota. I had them last week. I had them at a pick 'em when it opened. They went to 3.5. Minnesota and the Saints. No bye week. I mean, I gotta like the Bears here in this spot. It was a 6.5 when it opened. 6.5. I'm like, oh man, they're begging me to take the Bears here. Now it's at 7. I even throw some 7.5s. The Bears look terrible. Talk about holding your nose and taking bad plays here. I don't know. How about an under action? You know, Lenny, it's Bears and under for me here out of the two.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just look at it because it's for me. It's fading both. I took Seattle +6. I took Seattle +6 versus Saints because it's just a bad travel spot for Minnesota. And listen, Cousins versus anybody else, it's not prime time, will probably be well. I mean, Josh Fields here, does he throw the ball? Are they going to let him pass? I mean,
no, I don't think they want him to pass because I don't think
what is going on here.
First of all, they don't believe in his arm, and I don't think he's football smart.
There's not even much I can even say about this team for the under. I mean, I want to take the Bears because it's just a bad spot for Minnesota and the Saints. I lumped them both together here because if you're coming from London, no bye week, that's a tough travel day. I don't know. Maybe it's not for these guys. For me, I mean, most people get knocked out from the West Coast East Coast flight. Now you're going halfway around the globe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the Bears' offense is terrible,
anemic.
It's terrible. Yeah. How are they scoring here?
I don't understand how they're 2-2.
And now Minnesota,
I don't get it.
Well, they're 2-2. I mean, listen, easy. You won against you knew they were going to beat the Niners, or at least cover, because everybody was going to be on Trey Lance thinking he's the MVP of the league.
Right.
So you get a monsoon to help you out there, and then you beat the Texans team.
And then you beat Houston.
Which, I kind of like Houston. They're kind of tough. That was a decent win. But here, where's the points coming from? Chicago can't score, and explosive as Minnesota is, it's just kind of like a bad body clock game. I don't even know how else to cover it. I mean, the Minnesota offense should be able to put up a ton of points. They got a new coordinator, new coach. I figured they'd unleash Thielen and the tight end and Jefferson and Cook, although Cook's been a little banged up. Give me the under here. It's the under for me. It's the Bears. I got nothing to say.
The only thing that could make this game even worse is if it was on primetime. I know, right? Like a Thursday night game where we're forced to watch just that.
This is just again, I go back to how do you not give them a bye week? And
that's ridiculous.
The Vikings offense has kind of scuffled a little bit, and their defense, I think, is pretty solid. Let's be honest. This Saints game, they kicked a couple like 20-something yard field goals. That game would have been 24, 28-7, and never in doubt. Saints score late in the third and the fourth quarter, kind of make it look a little more competitive than it was. It wasn't. The Vikings defense did what they did, and they couldn't punch it in from close. And here, I just don't see any kind of firepower coming from the Bears. Where's that coming from? Where's the late push?
Agree.
The late push to make a 17-7?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game, I don't think either one of them get the 20s. Maybe